to my channel. So we're just going out for a meal with some friends tonight, and I'm just going to do a quick hair and makeup get ready with me. So if you want to see this final look, then just keep watching. Thanks. So I started with a clean face. I'd already applied my moisturiser off camera. I just used the Bobbi Brown Extra Hydrate Moisturiser. The next thing that I went in with was my foundation. It's the Dior Skin Forever Foundation in colour 020, and I'm applying this with a Morphe foundation brush. I'm just applying it all over my face and blending it in really well, making sure to hit all of my points that are red and even blend it down my neck. Next I went in with just a bit more foundation on the areas that needed a little bit extra coverage, making sure to go over my eyelids and underneath my eyes, making sure it's all really well blended in and I've got even coverage. The next product that I'm going in with is my Maybelline Instant Age Eraser Concealer in colour 07 Sand. Just going underneath my eyes in a triangle shape, making sure to cover all of my dark circles and just using my finger just to gently blend this in. Obviously going over the tops of my eyelids. This acts as a good eyeshadow base, make sure that all of the pigmentation is covered. I have quite a blue pigmentation on my eyelids naturally. Then going around the edge of my nose, as I get quite a lot of redness around here, and going in with my foundation brush just to blend this in. And then lastly, I will just cover up any areas of dark pigmentation and any spots that need concealing. The next product that I'm going in with is my Studio Fix Powder by MAC in NW25, and I'm just setting all of the foundation and concealer with that, just making sure that everything is set and blended in, and this just provides a bit of extra coverage as well. At the moment I've a few blemishes on my cheeks, so this just makes sure that everything is covered. The next product I'm going in with is my blush. This is a MAC Prism blush, and I'm just using a MAC stippling brush just for a light colour, blending it all in well. Next I'll just go across the edge of my nose and just blend some of this in just to give it a bit more of a natural flush of colour. I even hit the high points on my temples, and then take a plain stippling brush with no product on and just blend this out just so that all the edges are blurred and everything's seamless. The next product I'm taking is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz, but I'm only using the spoolie end of this just to brush my eyebrows. I like to brush them all up with a bit of a natural fuller brow effect. I will then take my Bodyshop Brow Kit in colour 02, which is just two different brow powders, one a really dark brown and one slightly lighter, warmer brown. And I'm using a Bodyshop eye brow brush here just to shape my eyebrows and fill them in with the powder. At the moment I'm preferring powder over a pomade or a pencil. I feel it gives a softer look when we keep brushing through with the spoolie. This also just blends everything in, make sure that nothing is missed and that they're not looking too heavy. As you can see, I keep going back and forth with the spoolie and the powder, and I've just sped the next one up. Obviously, you've seen me do one brow, you don't need to see me do both of them. So next I'm going in with my Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette and taking the third from the top, soft apricot brown shade in Windshield Wiper Motions with my fluffy blending brush. This will act as my transition shade and is the base for the whole eye look. As we're going out for tea with friends, I still want to look glam and put together, but nothing too over the top or dramatic. So we're keeping it nice and light. And then just repeat the same on the other eye, windscreen wiper motions, ensuring everything is good and blended in. Then I'm going in with my next shade, which is a warm reddish brown shade, and we're going in with an angled eyeshadow brush, taking this in the outer corner, keeping it slightly lower down the transition shade, but still taking it up into the crease, again with the windshield wiper motions, making sure that everything is blended and all the edges are soft. You don't want to take it too far into the inner corner either, and not too far down onto the main lid. And then repeat on the other side, keeping it lower down into the outer corner and then up into the slightly lower down area of the crease. Making sure everything is blended and even on both eyes. Then going back in with the transition shade and the same fluffy blending brush and just blending everything out again. Make sure that there's no harsh edges. Next I'm going in with a slightly silvery brown shimmer and a flat shaded brush and just packing colour on the inner part of the eye and bringing it out slightly towards the middle. I love at times mixing cool and warm tones together, and this is what I decided to do this evening. Then back in with the fluffy blending brush, but this time just using the leftover product just to make sure that everything is blended. Then we're going in with a pencil brush and a slightly darker warmer brown here and just deepening up the outer corners just to give some more dimension and extra definition to the eyes. And then back in one last time with the fluffy blending brush, just with the leftover product, just to ensure that everything is blended, there's no harsh edges. Then with a smaller pencil brush, taking the warm brown shade and going along the lower lash line, just for some definition. I like to do this when I'm not wearing eyeliner, as it still gives you a defined eye, but it's not too heavy. Then with a small amount of the transition shade and the same fluffy blending brush, just blend along the lower lash line to make sure that there is no harsh edges again. Then we're going in with the very first shade in the palette and using this as a brow highlight. bringing it right underneath and across the brow. Then set my brows with some NYX Clear Brow Gel. This is really good, it keeps them in place all day and ensures that you don't have any stray hairs. I like to brush up and then brush the tails together. And then I'm going in with my NYX Doll's Eyes Mascara and just applying a couple of coats of mascara to my natural lashes. I find this mascara is really good for adding length, and it's great for adding some curl towards my lashes as well. Okay, so I then did my lips off camera. Unfortunately, my camera went out of focus, but for my lip colour, I used MAC's lip pencil in Bodly Bear and then went in with Maybelline Superstay 24-hour colour in Pink Spice 760, which is a liquid lip. I love it, it doesn't come off, it does last for 12 plus hours, even with eating and drinking. And then onto hair. So just brushed through my hair with my Tangle Teezer and then sectioned it, and using my thick GHDs, just making sure that everything is smooth and straight. I always straighten my hair in the middle parting, and then once everything is straight, I then can decide how I wish to part my hair. So again, repeating on the other side, brush through with my Tangle Teezer, straighten through with my GHDs using a paddle brush as we go to smooth everything out. My hair is quite naturally straight and not very frizzy, I just have a slight wave in certain places, so it's a pretty quick, easy job for me to straighten through my hair. So once straightening through all of my hair, I then take my BedHead Shine Spray and give a good coat to all of my hair just to add an extra bit of shine and smooth it all out. And then give one final brush through of everything, so to make sure all the knots are out. Then to finish everything off, I'm going in with my NYX Dewy Skin Setting Spray and spraying my makeup. And that's me ready to go out, guys. Thanks for watching.